Ali Koca, which is a name I'm sure you've heard as of recently, is under fire with allegations that potentially he may be a PDF based off of a massage that he received while in Thailand. I'll be very honest, I don't quite enjoy his content. Matter of fact, he seems like a massive hypocrite. But regardless of my bias towards him, I wanted to take a look at the allegations being pushed against him and ask the question, is he actually a PDF, or were his actions just gross and not conducive to actually getting rid of a very big problem in Thailand? Short answer, I think it's more of the second one I said. So this all starts with a video titled Ali Koca got a happy ending massage in Thailand. This was posted on a channel listed as More Ali Koca, which I believe is a secondary channel that he has. And it goes into detail about his fun little adventure to Thailand where he went to get a massage.
I'll tell you guys the story of my happy ending massage in Bangkok.
So he goes into detail that, I'm going to be honest with you, the CIA could not waterboard out of me. And from his perspective, he wasn't going to go to Thailand and not leave without, really experiencing the culture.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand right now, halfway across the world. Am I really going to go back home without experiencing a happy ending massage?
So whether or not this is the reason that he ended up moving to Thailand is up for debate, and it's not a debate that I'm having today. I had a video sent to me that was talking about and making the allegation that there is a likely chance that Ali Koca's, massage trip potentially involved a child working at one of those massage parlors. He covers the whole video and throws memes on top of stuff, but I want to get to the stats and information that he was showcasing.
And what's the real disturbing part of all of this? Is the fact that there is a high chance that these massage parlors are underage girls. According to this article published in 2023, nearly 40% of prostitutes that disguise themselves as massage parlors usually are underage, so the chance of Ali being an actual PDF is very high due to the fact that he thinks that it's a good idea to talk about such topics publicly with no shame.
So yeah, based off those claims, number one, we're already making a jump that, potentially, although he does not say anything about it in his video, that there was a high likelihood that he would have worked with someone who was underage when he was, getting those extra services. Now, I saw this and wanted to do a little digging. And when I did that digging, I found some interesting things. Just to start everything off, I wanted to establish what the laws were like in regard to this red light work, is what I'm going to call it, in Thailand. And it's actually pretty vague. So under the law that Thailand has, persons who solicit this kind of work in an open and shameless manner, phrase that again is not clearly defined, or who are causing nuisance to the public are subject to a fine. Persons associating in a establishment for it with another person for the purpose of that faces a jail term or a fine or both. Now, that term of that kind of establishment is clearly defined in Section 4 of the relevant act, and it may be broadly interpreted to include any place where it takes place, especially in regard to cases involving the of children that carry heavier penalties. So otherwise, the law is not usually enforced against that kind of work in private places. What I was able to discern from that in my, very credible lawyer experience as a yapper on YouTube is that because massage parlors are advertised as giving massages and that this extra work is done in the massage parlor and is not advertised, and because it's conducted in a private place, it's not actually breaking this law. Now, the article that was showcased in that video here is this one right here. And the information that they had seen on that, little highlight under the link is right down here. In 2007, nearly 40% of workers in Thailand were children or minors under 18. Now that is the age of consent that we recognize in the US, but it's not the same in Thailand. And just to reiterate, it's different in that country. Doesn't mean that I agree with that age of consent or that we morally agree with it, but we're just looking at why these stats are the way that they are. Now, as we can see from ecpat.org, the age of consent in Thailand for both boys and girls is 15 years. Now, number one, this is already useful in understanding the stats in regard to how Thailand recognizes this. Look at how red my face is because I was doing this while I was reading through a big old paper. A bit of a long 100-page thing that I was, kind of dissecting. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm not going to act like I did. This was their conclusion after going through and researching in regard to child exploitation in Thailand. Although prostitution is illegal in Thailand, it appears from the literature that the law is largely ignored. As a result, prostitution is reportedly practiced openly and includes the involvement of large numbers of children. There are significant variations in the estimated number of children exploited in in the country, including what appears to be a certain amount of unreliable and inflated statistics. Several studies show that most of the children involved in are between 15 and 17 years old. While providing support to their families is one of the principal reasons identified for girls' involvement in prostitution, Another reason commonly cited is the desire for girls to earn extra money for consumer goods or to pay for school. Boys, on the other hand, are rarely mentioned in these studies. However, one study reported that a significant majority of male entertainment workers in that name came from various hill tribes in northern Thailand, some of which were identified as underage boys. So what does that all mean? Number one, the fact that there are case studies in regard to this, and we all kind of know the cultural public perception of Thailand as being like this huge brothel, that there is an unfortunately high number of children that are involved in this line of work. And I want to make it clear in this video that regardless of, my point of view talking about Ali Koca and his endeavor, that the amount that is happening is already too much. And I don't want my point of view or the point that I'm making with this video to belittle that fact, because it is an abnormal amount and it's way too much. But I digress. I want to focus on the fact that this paper recognized that there are a certain amount of unreliable and inflated statistics. Now, we don't have a concrete number of how that's changed, whether it's gone up or down, but based off of this study, I'm led to believe that there has been a recognized serious issue with how many children are involved, that the number has probably reduced. Again, this is across all work of that kind. So not just massage parlors, but every other, different type of way that these children would be involved in work like this. That being said, when it comes to in regard to Ali Koca being a PDF based off these statistics, I don't think that we have a reason to actually levy those kinds of claims against the guy. I think it's easier because people don't like him and he's talking about a situation where he is putting money into a line of work that does children. I'm not a fan of that. And to use the excuse that you gotta experience Thailand and do those things, I think is vulgar and disgusting. But regardless of how I feel about Ali Koca and that he is a rage bait farmer, he probably did it on purpose. He's probably being hypocritical to get clicks, to get people to comment. But to say it one more time, regardless of that fact, I don't think anything that was brought against him necessarily proves or even really gets close to it that he engaged in any type of stuff with a minor. It doesn't matter that I dislike the guy's content or that I dislike the fact that he went to Thailand to do this. I think it's a whole nother level to try to frame this guy as being a PDF. Just look at what happened with Ava when those Discord messages got leaked. We don't have something that's even close to as concrete as those Discord messages when it comes to this situation. Personally, I don't enjoy his content. And honestly, there is enough just talking about the fact that he, put money into that kind of work, which is, in my opinion, already a terrible thing. We don't need to be, making these allegations about him being a PDF in order to, recognize that that stuff is bad, because he did admit to paying for that stuff. So all in all, just focus on what he actually admits to, and let's not, rely on a very stretched allegation based off of stats that are, as this study put it, potentially unreliable and inflated. And today I think we're going to be doing Kermit the Frog. So if you're not enjoying this, go away. Shout out to Carrier Bag, Shelf Related, Lil Kitty, Evil Fairy, Cam Nuggets, OMG It's a Pancake, Xavier, Boy Tiger Rockin', Rabid Lorax, Artistic Smeargle, Edward Rock 6, John Philip Paradise Probably, Snowballs, Youngest Kid, ZXXZZ1, Palm Benenge, Joan, Michael Dufka, Person Pal, Mel TF2, Jeremy Stalka, Blasted Sketch, Waylon, Glitchhoff, Yogi Farmer, Sign Style Inc., Weird Wonders, Vinzo0913, Keo, Your Local Melomaniac, Terrassel, Sir Kitty Litter, Fork Stick, River Rocks, Let's Go, Seasonal, Persona Normal, Zakia, Not Ninja _S, Porgan VR, Win VR, Psych Xander, Case Blue, Lego Golden Frieza, Spacebar Too Loud, Fami, LDG, hashtag Free the Net, Noah Brown, Naomi Jimenez, Sundasphere, Frosty, Tommy Sees Cat, Eric Hatful, Captain Spud, Orange Cat Pianist, Emp40, PB Whitkay, Bib Jim, Alex, The Sandog, Rain the Once, Yesimo, Let's Talk, Basically Bricks, Cooking with Silence, Logan, Kate Munster, Kawaii-chan GD, Gwynthio's Brother, Excuse Me, Duck Astley, Mr. Moo, Owen Murnane, Jackson, Nost ABI, Saya Sneaka, For All Yarn Kind, Esme's Smiley Face, Ogie's JK, Iona, Titanium Sid, Kate's Mom, Bosu, and most importantly, Gwynthio's Mom. Thanks, Mom. I spit. I hope you guys didn't see that. All right, I'll see you later. Adios. Bye.